Hello everyone, my name is Destra, and this is once again Imperator Augustus, playing as Octavian. So in this part we will hopefully be able to just clean up what is left of the Pompeian Rome. But first, before we end the turn, and hopefully actually are able to do so, I just want to point out that I'm a dummy, and I want to point out the two examples that shows that I'm a dummy. So, the reason why I couldn't get a military alliance with these guys is very clear, actually. It became very clear to me when I tried to get a military alliance with these guys, the Numidians. And that is for the very simple reason that they are actually, if I can actually hit the right province, or region, there we go. They are client states of Numidia. Yes, they are client states of Lepidus's Rome. So yeah, I goofed a bit there. So, yeah, unfortunately these guys are his client states. But I guess the reason why I didn't realize was the fact that they didn't actually go to war against me when Lepidus did. They just hang back and basically didn't do anything. So maybe they became client states later, but I don't think so. So I found that really effing weird. Because this guy is at war with all of my client states. So, yeah, once again, really weird. But it's obviously some mechanic or some order of the events actually happening that makes that not the case, and I didn't realize. Anyway, with that out of the way, we can end the turn and see if these guys are actually willing to initiate. I have seen... yeah, I was going to say, I have seen armies who don't actually have any sort of... well, armies who are basically the only thing that remains of the faction. They have a tendency to be a bit aggressive. And it seems like these guys are very aggressive. So I was expecting to be attacked, but it actually happened before I was able to point it out. To blunder twice is not allowed in war. That's definitely correct. Sometimes you can't even make one blunder and be correct. And be okay. So we have a lot of units which we don't really care about. Well, not really quite a lot of units, but units like this. And like 6 levies. Yeah, you are going to be grouped up into one unit like this. And even with that, you are... oh my god, you are just about 30 men? Maybe? Ugh. You're gonna die very quickly. But thankfully we have a lot of actually healthy units. And of course the reason why these garrisons are not strong yet is of course that they are... that I captured this settlement on the previous turn, so these garrisons haven't really gotten the time to actually build up to a reasonable size. And I love how, like, in the middle of the pleb units, there's like, well, actually 2 guys wearing proper armor. Well, guess you can't really count that guy, but this, I guess, captain right there, wearing actual armor. A significant percentage of that unit, actually. So yeah, these are basically the useless units standing back, while the actually healthy ones stand back and defend the city. So I do believe that is actually everything here, right? We haven't missed any units. Well, I guess the 2 ships, but yeah, these are also garrison, and that means they are also not at full strength yet. Hardly at full strength yet. So, where to defend? Well, a good thing to usually do is to defend the choke points. So, I think I will go ahead and defend the choke points. Also, there's really only the main square I have to really defend. So, I think I will compact everything around that and worry about... well, basically so I don't have to worry about anything else. I guess we can make this double. Prepare for trouble. There we go. And if they even outflank that again, which I find highly unlikely... Well, I shouldn't say that. The AI is actually slightly competent in this game now. There we go. Yeah, this is a bit tedious, I know. But it's definitely necessary. So, let's see. Let's make this simple. Take all of them off skirmish mode. So, missile troops. There you go. And one more behind here. And yet one more, just in case, behind here. Then we have these guys, which I guess can substitute for a fifth of a unit, maybe, of actual skirmishers. And then these guys, which are pretty much hopeless. Well, at least I have no hope for. And then we have the proper reserves. Well, damage reserves, but still.
You have orders, sir.
And there we have it. So, let's start this battle and defend this city. Okay, here they come.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed. At speed.
Yeah, if there's something I miss from Rome 1, it's definitely the speeches. Yeah, but that point has been made several times, so I'm not gonna hop on that. Anyway, this army is actually strong, so I have to worry about this. Even though, let's see, mercenaries, spearmen, a lot of them are actually proper legionaries, I do believe. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of actual legionaries, as far as I can see. And you know, with all of this, there are a lot of hidden units. I guess I can send these units over to scout, so they have some use and not just bobbing around in the ocean doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, it appears that the attack will be coming from this direction, which means I can definitely take away one of these guys and deploy it where? Well, maybe here. That actually might be a good idea. But firstly, I'll have them hang around there. So what can I actually see here? Not even my general. Yeah, they can't actually see anything at all. Interesting. And I can see everything. I guess because of these guys. It must be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I definitely missed some legionaries. 7. Yeah. So they definitely have a lot of legionary units. Thankfully, a lot of them are damaged. But to be honest, so are mine. So that's really not it's really not something I can drag forward as something I definitely would win on. Okay, so they are actually attacking from multiple directions here. That is very nice. But are they flanking all the way around here? I don't think so. I think they are funneling in here from this direction and this direction. And they are probably going to hit here, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. And I do have quite a lot of reserves, as I said previously. I think I can actually do a bit like... Let's see, try to keep this straight. That's actually a bit tricky. But do that and have these guys come over and reinforce. There we go. These guys are still in range. That's nice. And yes, here they come, the first wave. And they send their cavalry into heavily fortified blocks of men. Was that the wisest decision? Well, I think not. And here they go again. Or do they? Yeah, they're not that decisive, are they? Anyway, we are actually getting attack from here. Unfortunately for them, it's once again from cavalry charging into heavily fortified units like this, because this is very heavy infantry. And unfortunately, when you do that with your general and you get him killed, it's generally not a very good idea. Also, something that is not good is, of course, all of the spears hitting my own men in the back, but I can't do too much about that. Maybe I should push forward? Yes, let's do that. With the skirmishers, anyway. So we actually get some response here. There we go. We are responding. Yay! And I think we are actually attacking with superior spear units. Well, superior skirmish units. Throwing spears. Also, these guys should be out of ammo very, very quickly.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
That's probably these guys. Or these guys. Also, well, never mind. I was going to say I've just noticed that I pretty much have 2 skirmish units for a area that I actually don't need that many skirmish units, but that was before I noticed all the reinforcements. So I'll send up my own. Okay, try not to get dragged into that. That'd be very, very bad for the validates. Let's see. Let's send this little unit over there. Yes, I am calling this a unit still. There's barely enough men combined to actually be considered one, but still. So, yeah, we actually might need to send another skirmish unit over here, pull them from where they are basically not needed. Actually, let's be, I wouldn't say necessarily smart about this, but at least send the unit with the fewest numbers, well, if you don't count those already in action, to actually hold the point which is least likely to get attacked. That seems very tactical, doesn't it?
The battle is turning in our favor.
Also, I might be able to break out, kinda, with these guys. Because... and surround these guys, because these units might not be able to hold that. Actually, let's try that and have one of our other reinforcement units actually hold that. So yeah, I'm going up against Italian spearmen. Really? This is not really a challenge at all. Well, not compared to legionaries. Look at these guys, they're still holding, and I've only lost 6 men since last I checked. Unfortunately, there's the downside that they are, in fact, going up against legionaries, but oh well, you can't have everything in life. Yeah, you're gonna die, son. Okay, so the skirmishers will skirmish away, as they have a tendency to do. But if I could kill these guys fast, at least I will eventually be able to go around. If not, these guys actually do some stuff and actually hinder me from doing that. Also, I should be using Octavian to be able to hit the skirmish units, shouldn't I?
One of our units has used
I think
all
that's
its
a good
ammunition.
idea. Also, these units are hitting like waves on rock and peeling off. All the units that actually came up here have all decided to go all the way. Still looking good. And this is very much not a threat. Don't have to worry about anyone actually going there. So that's good. That's very nice indeed. So yeah, we almost instantly shatter those guys. So let's use that.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And try to surround these legionaries. Let's see, I don't have any ammo on you, but on you I have ammo. So let's try to get you... Oh, no, now you are retreating again. Very indecisive. Okay, let's try to hold you up there and have them give a volley before charging. Or receiving the charge. Oh, seems like the enemy had the same idea. I don't blame them. There we go. And I guess I could do some hammer and anvil charges, actually. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I really have to worry about. And there we go. That was very, very devastating. And that was silly. I thought it was out of ammo. I obviously thought I selected this guy, but... Yeah, I thought I was selecting this guy earlier, but that obviously wasn't the case. Sorry about that. But we are now definitely surrounding them. Which is great. Yeah, and I'm gonna send these guys forward. Because... How many men? 59 men? Yeah, I don't think they are gonna hold it for that much longer, unfortunately. So let's send in the reserves. Also, these guys held up brilliantly. Not a single unit actually fell there, except for enemy units, of course. And there we go. They're all wavering. Yeah, they are gonna shatter immediately. And there we go. I'm gonna continue this just to slaughter as many units as possible, because I don't want to fight that army again. I don't want to fight the army of a dead faction ever again, actually. Of course, when I have to in the upcoming naval engagement, but shouldn't really count that. Thinking more of course, with these guys, if that was obvious, and of course it was. Anyway, why are we on normal speed? That is definitely not needed, and I'm trying to turn fire at will off for every unit, but it's difficult. And that's about it, right? And there are a few units running away here and there. But at the end of the day, I believe I killed off most of their army. I certainly killed off the general, which was very, very nice. So I don't have to worry about him anymore. Not that I was, because, well, one, I'm not really that concerned about the enemy generals anyway. And secondly, he wasn't Pompey, so he definitely wasn't anyone I really had to worry about. So yeah, I harassed that unit a bunch, and now I killed off all they had, and I can't see any other units. That is the unit I did indeed harass. Yeah, I can't see any other units that are close enough to me to care. Actually, I can't see any other units at all, except for these guys, I guess. So yeah, that is where I'm gonna end this battle. Ooh! What did I get in there? Probably like you have killed so many men. Let's see. Win 50 land battles during campaign play. Whoops. Yeah, so you see how little of the game I have played. Or is it win 50 land battles in a campaign. No, probably not that. And it probably is 50 battles actually played. Yeah, it must be that, because I've also resolved quite a lot of battles. Servius Verus. He didn't fare well. And also, unfortunately, we couldn't give him a definitive farewell either. But that'll be achieved shortly. And there we go. One of my wounded units, well, not units but generals, are now ready to be assigned a unit again, if I want him there. So yes, this is what I was talking about in the previous part. I now control 10 provinces, I do believe. Yeah, there we go. Control 10 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. And now that rewards actually kicks in, even though I did clear it on the previous turn and in the last part. So that is nice. Also, I still have a low civil war chance. Objective issue. Yeah, this is one of the ultimate objectives, isn't it? 110 units in total. I believe it's one of those. Also, infamy. The name of one of the objects have been on the lips of everyone, yada yada yada. So let's go ahead and take a look at that guy. There we go. A member of the family have been found guilty of poisoning his ward to inherit the boy's lands. What shall we have him do about this? I definitely can't pardon him. That would be a sign of weakness. I think the Romans would consider that a sign of weakness. Crucify him? Or oh, so basically throw him off the cliff. I don't know, because this is more like kill him as one of the common people, and the Romans, well, at least the Roman Senate, I don't think they really favored that he should be treated like a commoner, because he is of noble birth, at least a proper family. Yeah, because he is a member of my family, so maybe they'll just throw him off a cliff. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Might not be the best choice, but what are you gonna do? Actually, what we're going to do is to see if that guy is ready for a promotion, which he isn't. What does he need to be? Oh yes, he needs to be 30 or older, and that guy isn't 30. Let's actually see if we can secure promotion for anyone else, because we are dangerously close to actually reaching that state to where we are peerless. And once again, I do not actually know what will happen when I reach that level. How the Civil War chance will actually respond to that. Will it go down, seeing that we are pretty much the only thing in town, or will it go up? Because these guys they think they are insignificant, and therefore they want to rebel against us to actually seem to have any worth. I don't know. Anyway, 4+ authority. Should we just go with that? Minus the recruitment cost and plus the morale. Always good to have plus the morale, and also it will give me authority. I guess I could go for this one. Public order, and where's... yeah, this one. The gravitas. That's also a great one when I want to have full control. At least I think is a great thing when I want to have full control. Certainly wrestling me a lot of control over the Senate, so that is good. Anyway, my veteran. What do I want him to have? Do I want to upgrade him or give him a new skill altogether? I don't know, Do we have anything of movement range? Because this guy has that, and are there anything else that actually gives me movement speed? If so, I would love to have it. There doesn't seem to be that option, so just give him more authority and plus 2 critical success chance. Also, finally, finish off Pompey's land army. Unless their navy actually lands. Or was that a proper navy? Actually, I do believe that was a full-out navy, so I don't believe it can land. Anyway, we'll find out. Well, of course, unless it's a city assault, and then, of course, the navies can land. But yeah, finally, I think the final Pompeian land army is gone. Also, you have gone a heck of a long way on a very short time there. So yeah, seeing that I actually can't catch them, and seeing that these guys are actually transported units, I think that might be the case, that these guys are actually, yes, classes 2 Invicta, yeah. I think that is actually a proper navy. Also, I'm going to land on Panormus. What kind of garrison do I have there? Let's see, veteran legionnaire, vigiles, plebs, and levies, and 2 more legionaries. That's very nice. I also have a garrison of raiding Hemiolia, and levies, and missile Sancriam. So that is my naval garrison. So actually, if they go ahead and attack this city, that seems to be a very good thing for me. Well, out of all the other targets they could go for. Actually, if I go here, this is a mere village with actual... Oh, okay, never mind. It does have a certain level of garrison. Actually, very similar to this guy. Also, let's upgrade this, because I love to have a surplus of food. Because it allows to do stuff like basically controlling the happiness level. And also, what else does it consume? Well, basically for buildings, right? Yeah, things like this, trading, consumes food, things like this, consumes food, everything of that matter. So, yeah. Do I actually have a navy? Yes, I do, because I had a mission, didn't I? Yeah, so this might be a good chance to actually, well, a good excuse, I guess, to actually build a proper navy. At least try to. Until we run it into a standard unit like this one and lose absolutely everything we've got. So that'll be fun. Also, now that this guy is free to do basically whatever he wants, I will send him over to Spain and actually, finally, get to make that guy useful. Get to make this army useful and have the opportunity to actually push out and do stuff, because up until now that hasn't really been a chance. But yeah, we were going to build up a navy, weren't we? And seeing that we have quite a lot of cash, we are indeed going to do so. Almost put to raise forces there. That was not intended. So, artillery ships. It's only 3. Okay then. Yeah, so missile units like that, it seems like they are doing very great when it comes to sea battles. There you go, that should be sufficient. And wow, all of that only costs 5,000? Really? Look at the cost there, 600. Yeah, it seems about right. Well, I guess these guys are actually on the same cost level as a regular unit, so I shouldn't be too surprised. I guess I haven't really paid attention that much. Also, let's use some of that food that I talked about and actually do a bit of stuff. Also, I probably should have gone for a proper harbor here instead of a trading port. Or I might alternatively actually build a proper naval base here and then just simply move these guys over here. Let's do that. Or just use the one I have there. That actually also seems like a good idea. But do we need this island to actually build anything more than what we have? Well, let's go ahead and do it, because why not? We have the money. I actually consumed a lot of money. Also, I can upgrade this island chain. Well, not chain, but this province of islands. Do I really need to? I don't know actually. It might be a very, very good target for enemy units. Yeah, I don't really know. It might be good eventually, when we want to actually push towards Mark Antony in Africa. Actually, speaking about that, following that logic, I should actually be upgrading these provinces, or this province, which is bordering Mark Antony's territory. Yeah, I probably should do that. So actually, let's go ahead and do so. So first a manipulator barracks, and in another city. Let's actually expand it first. Okay, we have a lot of points to actually use on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and eventually make that an auxiliary barracks. Also, do we need anything else? I don't think so. Maybe a happiness center eventually, because, well, if these guys eventually consume happiness, that might be a very good idea. Or alternatively, if they, as I know they do, consume a lot of food, we could probably build a few wheat fields, or upgrade the ones we have. That'll actually take a while. Yeah, a little while. Also, speaking about technologies, I have seen something pop up very, very often that is a required technology for actually expanding stuff, and that is not that guy over there, but it's this guy right there. Advanced construction. So I've seen that a lot. You see all the enabled building stuff, but that is just the top of the iceberg. So that is definitely the next thing we will be aiming for actually getting. So yeah, there's that. Other stuff than that, I have to say, I don't think so. I think that is actually it for this episode. So we are building up a navy to take care of these guys, which I unfortunately... Well, actually, let's end the turn and see what they do before we end it. Because if they do attack, something that they didn't, god damn it. But they are actually up here at Illyria. Oh. Well, I guess I'm going to fight the battle. Just not the battle I was thinking about fighting. Oh well, so finally up here in... This is Belgium, right? I think it is. Up here in Belgium, we are finally attacked, well, our ally is attacked by the German Confederation. So, we have an army here ready to jump in and help, but it's not a strong one, unfortunately. And my ally certainly doesn't have a strong army at all. Look at this. 480 in the original army, and whatever this is, and then the rest of my guys. Yeah, this might be very tricky. Thankfully, they are using a lot of levy units, but to be honest, I'm also using a lot of crappy units. Vigiles, yeah, they are not gonna hold. I had some mercenary spear brothers, but yeah, I don't know how they actually hold up compared to the spear levy. Well, hopefully better, but that much better that they actually matter? I don't know. Also, they have two of them. Yeah, not looking that good, but we will fight it nonetheless. Unfortunately, that will have to be played, as you probably guessed, in the next part. So, I hope you enjoyed this part. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you did. And, as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.